and pal JR here. We're gonna be off camera, but we're gonna do a little bit of something new here, where it is going to be a semi-sim, semi-play franchise, and we decided to go with Seattle. I like what they're doing in Seattle. Interesting. I got Discord alerts now, I guess, which I did not want, which is interesting. I don't know why it set it up, but we're gonna start off with a spring training game against Padres. So let's see how the boys can do here, and yeah, CPU versus CPU. Enjoy.
Welcome into Date Palm Field. Spring training action on MLB The Show. It's the Seattle Mariners and the San Diego Padres. And we'll be back with the first pitch right after this. Just about set to go. And starting this one, Michael King.
Anytime you have 5 pitches to work with on the mound, that repertoire can be a real weapon in terms of keeping hitters off balance, man. It's one of those things that I'm going to be looking for in this one. Does he have a feel for all of those pitches, or is he just able to get one or two over in the strike zone where he wants? Now, it's tough to do to be able to command all those pitches, but if he can, he is going to be very tough for the opponent today.
Dylan Moore leading things off and takes a strike. Down on strikes, and there's one away.
He came out of his mechanics there. Typically he likes to shoot the ball the other way, but that time a little anxious.
So up next, J.P. Crawford. Right side, Tatis. And makes the grab. And there's 2 down. And now we check out the Mariners lineup. With an excellent arm on the mound, Singy, this won't be easy. They'll need to take advantage of the opportunities that they do have.
You're right about that, Boog. Odds are they won't have many chances against this guy, but if they can rattle him out of the gates, they'll have a shot. If not, look out. It might be a long day for this offense.
Jorge Polanco stands in here, takes ball 1 low.
Man, that pitch was dotted. So much talent on display when this guy's out there on the hill.
Foul ball, still a 1-2 count. And down on strikes he goes. And good work there as he gets a 1-2-3. We head to the bottom of the first. No score. Back here with my pal Singy. Today's starting pitcher, Logan Gilbert. What should we keep an eye on here?
Well, the hammer is in effect, and he sets it up so nicely because of the velocity on the fastball. Will elevate that and then break you off when he's ahead in the count. What I love about him, you get into the later innings of the ball game, and the velocity seems to go up.
Stepping in for San Diego, Luis Arias.
Luis Arias.
Swing and a ground ball, and that one gets through into center field. So a man on base to start the inning.
Batting second, the shortstop, Xander.
Here's Xander Bogaerts. Swing and a ball lifted in the air. Moore. One away.
Batting third, the right fielder.
As we take a look at the Padres lineup, and with their ace on the mound today, they're just looking to provide him a little bit of run support, and they'll see what they can do for him.
Boog, you have to be really careful when you've got a guy like this on the mound for you to not become a spectator. You know that he doesn't give up a whole lot, but sometimes guys get a little too comfortable and don't have an urgency to score runs. You have to make sure you put him in a situation where he can get the W, but also you guys can cruise to the finish line and not have to worry about a comeback in the end.
Fernando Tatis Jr. stands in now, looks at that one inside.
Ball two.
Last two pitches have been down in the zone. Pitcher clearly trying to get that ground ball double play, but in this count, he's going to have to give in, elevate his pitches, and get back into this at bat.
And there's a foul ball. Bounding ball here, rolls foul. Man at first, one away. Swings and misses, struck him out.
Well, we see it a lot more these days than we ever did when I played, but a slider in the 90s still catches your attention. Even if you're sitting on the pitch, good luck recognizing that tight spin and adjusting to the late break.
Here's Manny Machado now. Up and in, ball one. Bottom of the zone and a called strike. That one finds the zone. Now 1-2.
See if you can go upstairs a little bit. Make sure you miss up and out of the zone since you're heading the count 1-2. Don't miss in the zone because that's where you can get hurt.
Two outs. That one just misses.
Well, this is a guy that can be frustrating for pitchers because he fouls off so many pitches and grinds out the at-bat. I'm sure there's some times where a pitcher would rather just give up a first pitch single than have to waste 6 or 7 pitches on one hitter.
Spoils that one, and it remains 2-2. Knocks that one away, and we'll do it again.
I wouldn't throw him another breaking ball. Try to go again with the fastball, slightly elevated. He just is having a hard time catching up.
The 2-2.
Full count.
Great RBI spot here. Just got to stay focused on the pitch. The runner will be in motion, so something in the gap should definitely score it.
Fouled off again, and it remains 3-2. Grinding AB right here, about to see pitch number 10. So now 2 on and 2 outs.
Oh, looking for a swing and miss right there, or for the ump to help him out and make a call with that last pitch, but neither happened. Close pitch, but a good take to earn that walk.
First and second, 2 outs. Stepping in, Jackson Merrill. And that one in the air, center field. Drops into the glove, and that ends the inning. Padres leave a pair. Scoreless after 1. Top of the second, and stepping in for the Mariners, Cal Raleigh.
If you don't get ahead in the count, you can forget about having any success against him.
King back to work. That's a
1-0.
ball. Went with the sweeper. Raleigh, a former Gold Glove winner, 28 years old. And he was a third-round pick back in 2018. And
That's
that
a ball.
one a little below the knees.
2-0.
And the count is 2-0. Dave Lawrence assigned to work home plate in this one.
Good umpire, Boog. Very fair, very consistent. Now, I did hear some feedback that he opens up the outside corner a little bit on left-handed hitters, which, you know, for me, I'd be kind of salty. So maybe something to keep an eye on and see if that factors into this one at all.
And there's a ball.
3 balls, 1 strike.
Swing and a miss, and that's strike 2.
3-2.
That one misses, so a leadoff walk. And that's how they get their first base runner of the game.
What a battle.
That is
It's not
it.
always
The
easy
first
laying off a
baseman,
3-2
Luke
pitch, and I tell you what, he
Raley.
earned that walk.
And up next for Seattle, Luke Raley. That's in there. That's strike 1.
It's no surprise they call this batter a day player. He statistically performs better in these games, and he's hoping for a big performance in this one.
Next offering is fouled back. Raleigh on at first, nobody out. And a swing and a miss. And he's registered 3 Ks in this one. And now it's Julio Rodriguez. Third baseman playing on the edge of the grass looking for the sac bunt. First
Ball
offering
1, no
misses
strike.
badly for ball 1. Knee high, that's in for a strike.
And that's a great take right there. Even though it's a strike, with the situation, runner on first base, you want to keep the ball off the ground. And you swing at that pitch, most likely you roll into a double play.
On the ground, a second, might be 2. Off balance feed,
That's
there's
an out.
1. And he'll eat it and be happy with the out.
Batting 7th, the designated hitter, Rowdy Tellez.
Here's Rowdy Tellez. And the first
ball.
pitch misses for ball 1.
Now, if he's going to steal second, you want him to go early in the count. That way he's not a distraction to the hitter at the plate. Go ahead and get it out of the way so the hitter can focus on the pitch.
Next offering is in for a strike. 2 gone, but the go-ahead run is at first. Here at the top of this pickoff throw, Rodriguez back on a dive. Here's the pitch to Tellez. Comes up empty. That's strike 2.
1 ball, 2 strikes.
On a line, base hit. And now 2 aboard.
Batting 8th, the left fielder, Randy Arozarena.
Now it's Randy Arozarena. Swing and a tapper that rolls foul. Swing and a miss, and he was fooled.
Well, you got the hitter already chasing that nasty slider. If you're on the mound, you just want to expand the zone right now. Get a swing and miss and get through this at bat.
Good eye right there.
Well, he's not afraid to fall into a 2-strike count. Knows the strike zone very well, so much so that I think umpires will look at him and determine whether it's a ball or strike, if he swings or not.
He's got it. And that is out number 3. Mariners leave a couple. We'll go to the bottom of the second. No score. And we're back.
Leading
Bottom
up
of the
for
inning.
the
Here's
Padres,
Gavin Sheets now,
the
left-handed
designated
bat.
hitter, Gavin Sheets.
Swing and a miss at a slider.
Wow, no fair
Oh,
right
one.
there. I mean, that slider didn't move till the very last moment. Incredibly difficult to pick that up. Just kind of have to tip your
Ball
cap
one.
on that pitch.
Just missed.
1-1.
That one's in there. And the count 1-2.
Probably the best one we have seen. Throwing it where he wanted to, have a nice tight spin to it, and a teaser
Ball
just
2.
off the edge of the plate.
Got him looking. That was pretty nasty. I don't know about you, Chris, but that felt like a weird at bat right there. Didn't give him much to hit until the final pitch, and he still got the backwards catch.
Yeah, not a single pitch was actually inside the strike zone, but he was being very aggressive in the box and fell behind in the count. Then they finally do challenge him, and he couldn't get the bat off his shoulder. Kind of a strange strikeout for sure, Boog.
And now Luis Campusano. First
Nope, that's
pitch
the ball.
just misses. Second inning here, no score. Swing and a ball popped in the air. Crawford. 2 down.
Batting 8, the second baseman, Jake
Now here's Jake Cronenworth. And that
Oh, that's off the plate.
misses. And it's 1-0.
Backdoor breaking ball just missed right there, and boy, umpire didn't give him the call. I bet you if he throws it again, hitter knows he's going to have to swing it.
Gloves it on the dive, and they get the out.
Proof right there of why he's a Gold Glover. Flash that leather around and make everybody excited. Nice job to end the inning.
And welcome back to the
Leading off for
ballpark.
Seattle,
Well,
the
here we
third
go,
baseman,
top of the
Ben
third, scoreless game.
Williamson.
And now for Seattle, Ben Williamson. Swing and a chopper out to short. Oh, great stop. And very nicely done for the out.
Manny Machado has the arm strength of a pitcher, but the athleticism of a position player. Great diving catch right there. Knows he has plenty of time with that cannon of an arm.
Here's Dylan Moore. Led off the game with a strikeout. That one at 95 missed up top.
Counts 1-0.
And that's ball 1. Got it started a little too early. Strike 1.
I got a
And he
ball, 1
really
strike.
sells the changeup with that arm action.
And a swing and a miss. He's notched 4 strikeouts now.
Came inside with that 2-strike fastball nicely and just bunched him up on the inside part of the plate. Couldn't get around on it and catch it out front. Many times if you do, it's a foul ball. And you know, a lot of pitchers, they really don't like working inside with 2 strikes because they do not want to hit that batter. And when they've got him up against the ropes, got to figure out a way to put him away. Did a nice job right there.
Now here is J.P. Crawford. And immediately pumps in a strike to the left-handed hitter. The shortstop takes the ball. In the air, left field, down the line. Hayward snags it on the run. Home half of the third coming up. No score. As we go to the last of the third. Leading off, Jason Hayward.
Hayward.
That's in there. It's 0-1.
That slider breaking in can be a tricky pitch. If you don't finish it and have that bite at the end and it stays out over the plate, it can get hit a long way. But that was a good one right there.
And there's one down.
Boy, that was a hanging breaking ball right there. I think he tried to do a little bit too much. Sometimes those eyes can get really big. I think his swing broke down as well, and that's what caused him to pop it up.
So the San Diego batting order turns over. Luis Arraez stands in. 1 for 1 with a single so far. Swing and a pop-up. Williamson puts it away for the out. That's out number 2.
Now batting, shortstop, Xander Bogaerts.
Now here's Xander Bogaerts now. He's 0 for 1. That misses the zone, and that is ball 1.
This batter has to understand his job is to get on base however he can. If he gets hit by a pitch, if he walks, maybe even singles, but you want to get the heart of the order up to the plate.
Right down to shoot, and the count even at 1.
Goodness, I think he just took the best pitch he's going to see in this at bat. You don't get many like that in that location. I don't know if you take that pitch against any pitcher out there on the mound.
And a swing and a miss. There's that slider.
That front door slider is such a devastating pitch. You don't want to get beat by the inside fastball, so you cheat a little bit, and then by the time it gets there, it's out of the swing plane.
Outside low, and it's 2-2.
2 balls, 2 strikes.
Two out, space is empty.
A little tardy on that fastball. Is going to have to get it going a little quicker. Get that front foot down.
Fouled off, and they'll do it again. And they'll do it again. On the ground to third, Williamson. Boots it.
Now batting, the right
A little
fielder.
lack of concentration on that throw. 2 out. You think you've got the play made. Players are starting to move off the field towards the. Everyone's got to come back. That throw for granted, and that's all it takes getting going.
And the bat will be for first. Popped up, foul territory behind the plate. He's there, he's got it, and that is that. Padres lead, still no score.
Now pitching for
Welcome
the
back,
Padres.
and now on the mound to start the fourth,
Number
Nick
27.
Pivetta.
Still pretty early in the ball game, so this bullpen has some work ahead of them. Best case scenario might be if he can come in here and get several quick outs, kind of bridge the gap that starter left for him.
Leading off for the
Batter
Mariners,
now, Jorge
the second
Polanco.
baseman, Jorge
Went down on strikes his first time
Polanco.
through. That one misses. 1-0. Yeah, that's fouled off. And a swing and a miss.
1 ball, 2 strikes.
And that's downstairs. And that's ball 2. That
I
one
got 3 and
missed.
2.
Foul. We'll see another payoff pitch. Got him looking. And one gone.
Now batting.
And now the switch hitting catcher, Cal Raleigh, worked a walk in his first trip to the plate. That was the sweeper, but it missed. And a curve misses outside. 1 out, base is empty. In the air, right field. Makes the grab, and there's 2 away.
Now batting, the first baseman,
Luke
Raley.
Raley up next for the Mariners. He's someone that you might not describe as having elite level speed, but he can absolutely move, and it is a factor in his game. Swings and chases a low one there.
Boog, this guy's definitely a plus runner, but what I love about him is that he goes all out every single time, never takes a break. It's guys like that, even though they don't have the elite speed, the fact that they're consistent with it, they make moves on the base paths.
0-2 now. Just missed.
Really close pitch down around the knees there, and you could see him asking where it missed. Probably doesn't agree, but it appears he's ready to move on to the next pitch.
2 down, nobody on. Fouls it off, still 1-2. 4th inning underway, no score. Cut on and miss. Curveball struck him out. And 1-2-3 go the Mariners. And we are still scoreless.
Now pitching for
Welcome
Seattle.
back, and they turn to a new
Number
arm as we
22.
kick off the bottom of the 4th. Ryan Wu.
They know that he can get a right-hander out, but he's in position to face a couple of lefties this inning.
Here's Manny Machado to
Leading
start it
up for
off.
the Padres,
He reached out a walk
the
his
third
first
baseman,
time.
Manny Machado.
In the air, left field. Nabs it, and there's 1 down.
Woo, he was all over that
Now
first pitch
batting, the
fastball.
center
Just
fielder,
barely
Jackson
missed it. Man, this guy was ready to hit.
Merrill.
Jackson Merrill, the next up for the Padres. Flied to center his first time. He's 0 for 1. Fastball in the inside corner for a strike. Up the middle. Fires to first on the run. Nicely done for the out.
Now batting, the designated hitter,
Gavin Sheets, the next to hit. Struck out looking in his first at bat. At 96, that pitch is in for a strike.
There it was. 0-0. Here it is. Hit it. He gets a take, gets ahead in the count.
2 down, nobody on. We're here in the bottom of the 4th. Next offering is in for a strike.
This guy's pounding the zone. Hitters don't have time to think in between pitches.
And a swing and a miss. And that's that. 3 up, 3 down for San Diego. And we're still knotted at 0. We're back, and there's a new arm on the mound to start the 5th. Number 18.
Well, at this point in the ball game, we're talking about middle innings, and you need a little length out of this arm coming out of the bullpen. We'll see just how many outs he's able to give his skipper.
Rodriguez in the box now. No balls and a strike. Meanwhile, activity in the bullpen. Yuki Matsui up and loosening in the pen. Adam also throwing.
Well, he didn't like those first 2 pitches. Now in an 0-2 hole. He's going to have to battle. Hope he gets a mistake.
The wind and the pitch. Next
1
offering
ball,
misses
2
down and
strikes.
away.
Really great change of speeds. He goes off the off speed to the fastball, and the hitter doesn't know what's coming next.
And a foul ball. He stays alive. Cuts and misses. It's a strikeout. And Chris, that's a way to neutralize his speed by keeping him off base.
And the defense breathes a sigh of relief because he puts pressure on everyone if he can put the ball in play. But that's how you do it. Keep him off balance, get him out of there, and deal with the next guy.
So here comes Rowdy Tellez. A single his first time. Hit in the air, left field. No trouble here. Puts it away for the out. 2 down.
Now batting, left fielder.
Here's the left fielder, Randy Arozarena. He's 0 for 1. Arozarena goes 5 feet 11 inches, 30 years old now, and he's a former Rookie of the Year. That one finds the zone, and that's strike 1. All tied up, and we're at the top of the 5th. And it's fouled away. Breaking
1
ball
ball,
misses down
2
and
strikes.
away. And he grounds one to the right side. Cronenworth whips it to first. And that'll do it. So they make short work of him there. Home half of the 5th coming up. And we still have no score. Back now to start the bottom of the 5th and taking over on the mound, Emerson Hancock.
Now pitching for the Mariners. Number 26, Emerson Hancock.
So digging in now
Here we go.
for San
For the
Diego,
Padres,
Luis
the
Campusano.
catcher,
0
Luis
for 1 so far.
Campusano.
That one
Off the plate,
outside,
ball 1.
and that's ball 1. Activity in the bullpen. Number 73, the rookie right-hander is getting loose. Bizzardo getting loose as well. Line to second, snagged on the bounce. Polanco tosses to first. And a quick out, number 1.
Now batting, the second baseman, Jake Cronenworth.
Next for the Padres, Jake Cronenworth. 0 for 1, he grounded out in his first at bat.
that's
Just
out.
missed. fouled off. He was late. And a base hit. And the Padres have a man aboard with one out.
He was all over
Up
that one.
next
Just
for
a
the
solid
Padres,
swing right there.
the
Cut
left
it out
fielder,
front and lifted
Jason
into the outfield for the base hit.
Hayward.
Those always feel great.
Here's Jason Hayward. He popped out to the catcher his first time up. And that one just
that's inside.
misses. A ball and no strikes.
That's ball 2.
One away, tie game, go-ahead run stands at first. Last half of inning number 5. In there for a strike at the bottom of the zone.
Getting a little frustrated with the strike zone.
And a 2-1 hammered but foul.
With 2 strikes, may see some movement over there at first base, trying to stay out of the double play right here.
Foul ball, another 2-2 upcoming.
This guy's seen 2 changeups in a row. Could be a little vulnerable for a fastball right here.
2-2. And that one upstairs.
On this count, runner not known for his speed, but I think you got to put him in motion. Try to avoid a double play here, Boog.
Here comes a 3-2. Swing and a miss. That's a strikeout. Pulled the string on the changeup.
Unafraid to throw it right
Now
there. That's
batting,
trusting
the
your
first
stump.
baseman,
Just
Luis.
1 out away from getting out of a huge jam.
Luis Arias, the next up for the Padres. 1 for 2. Line drive, base hit. Cronenworth around second, headed for third. Lead runner gets the stop sign at third. It's a 2-out double, second and third now.
You know, I was watching his rounds during batting practice today. So impressed with his ability to let the ball travel, go back up the middle and the other way. Sometimes when you step in the box during the game, you get a little anxious and you get away from that. But so far, I've seen him stay consistent with his pregame preparation.
And a dangerous hitter coming up to hit in Xander Bogaerts. 0 for 2 in this one. That's
Ball.
off the mark. Ball 1.
Ball 1, no strikes.
Cronenworth, the runner at third. Arise on at second with 2 down. That one is
Ball.
upstairs. Fought off foul. That one finds the zone. 2-2. And that's outside.
He should get a pretty good pitch to hit here with the 3-hole hitter coming up if he's walked.
Two on, 2 outs. Gets a piece and stays alive. Three balls, 2 strikes the count, and they're all loaded up.
He knew he had a little wiggle room with the open base, but now that disappears.
Up next
Mistake to
for
this
the
next
Padres,
batter, and this inning
the
might
right
really break
fielder,
open.
Fernando Tatis Jr. to hit here.
Junior.
That clips the corner.
Tough situation right here.
0-1.
So important as a pitcher to get ahead in the count as he did right there.
2 outs. Bases are full. Ripped, but it curls foul.
Oh, man, that's a tough one to swallow. Had the distance, just couldn't keep it fair. Imagine how great that feels, running around the bases when you've just hit a granny. He's got to dig back in, figure out a way. Maybe he can do it again.
And
Ball
ball one.
1 ball, 2 strikes, the count.
Down to the dirt, swing and a miss. Gets to it on to first.
He's out.
In time, the 2-3 strikeout ends the inning. Pods leave them loaded. 6th inning coming up. Still nothing on the scoreboard. We're back, and they make a change to start the 6th. The new pitcher, Randy
Now pitching for
Vasquez.
the Padres, number 98, Randy Vasquez.
So digging in, Ben
Leading
Williamson.
off for the Mariners, the third baseman, Ben Williamson.
That's off the inside corner. Ball one. Double-barreled action in the bullpen. Omar Cruz, a rookie left-hander, appears to be getting going. Suarez warming up as well. A swing and a miss, and that's strike one.
1-1.
And that is out of play. Fights it off. He'll see another. Just
That's ball
misses
two.
with that one.
Well, he might have to look for a different put-away pitch right here, 2-2. He's already seen the curveball a couple of times in this at-bat, so might have it timed up and ready for it.
That's outside. And now 3-2. Got him swinging. He chased the changeup, and there's one down.
This guy will throw any pitch at any count. 3-2. He goes off
For the
speed,
batter,
gets
right
the
fielder,
out.
Dylan Moore.
So up next, Dylan Moore, who's 0 for 2 with a pair of strikeouts. Just missed. Fouled off down the right side. One down, base is empty. That one fouled off. Strike 3, and that's 2 in a row. No messing around with the pitch calling in that sequence right there. 4 pitches, all fastballs.
Yeah, and that makes me think that was the plan before the at-bat even started. If you think you can simply just beat a guy with only your fastball, why throw him anything else until he shows you he can handle it?
And now, J.P. Crawford. Fouls one off out of play, back to our left. And delivers
Ball, that
outside.
pitch is out.
2 down, nobody on. And we're in the top half of the 6th. Up the middle. Bogarts with the throw to first. And the Mariners set down 1-2-3. So no runs, no hits, no errors, and no one left. To the bottom of the 6th we go. 4-5-6 coming up. No score. Back now for the bottom of the 6th, and there's a new pitcher on the mound, Jonathan Diaz. Now Machado up
Leading
here.
off for the Padres, the third baseman, Manny Machado.
And that is in for a strike. 0-1. Some activity in the Mariners bullpen. Gabe Spire appears to be getting loose. Brash, a right-hander, loosening up as well. Swing and a miss as he was out front that
0-2
time.
is the count.
In the
That's a
dirt,
ball.
and a count 1-2.
0-2 count. You got the opportunity to expand the zone. Could get the chase there. Let's see what he comes back with next.
that's off the
Outside.
plate.
And
Ball
now
2.
2 balls and 2 strikes. And Machado able to spoil that pitch. This ball's chopped on the ground. Polanco tosses to first. 1 away, bottom of the 6th.
The center fielder, number 3, Jackson Merrill.
Stepping in for San Diego, Jackson Merrill.
Always we know. Just some things we show. Oh, cool hat trick. Watch me backspin.
Close one, doesn't get the call. And
Counts
it's 1-0. Swings through that one.
Gonna really need to
One
hang
ball,
in
one
there
strike.
with that front side against this left-handed breaking ball.
There's the strike. Fights that one away, still 1-2. Spoils the 2-strike pitch, and he'll see another. Base is empty, 1 away here in the bottom of the 6th. Swing and a miss. Struck him out on a slider, and there's 2 gone.
Definitely made him chase a little bit
Up
out of the
next
zone
for
right
the
there. I don't
Padres,
think that's a
the
strike if he
designated
takes
hitter,
it. Brady
Gavin.
textbook pitching. Get ahead in the count, get the guy in the box on his heels, and then force him to chase your pitch where he doesn't have much of a chance to do any damage.
Out to short, Crawford. 3 up, 3 down, inning over.
Now pitching for
Welcome
the
back.
Padres,
We're in the 7th. We have a new pitcher on the
Number
mound.
1.
Yuki Matsui.
Yuki Matsui.
Now a
Pinch hitting
move being
for
made
Seattle.
for a pinch
Number
hitter,
39,
Donovan Solano. He represents the
Solano.
go-ahead run. Swing and a fly ball in the air out towards right center field. Makes the catch, and there's 1 gone.
Now batting, the catcher, Cal Raleigh.
The Mariners going with a pinch
Pitching for the
hitter,
Mariners,
Leo
number
Rivas.
76,
1 out, and the
Leo
base is empty for him.
Rivas.
Swing and a ball lifted in the air. Shallow right field. Out number 2.
Now batting, the first baseman, Luke Rayleigh.
The Mariners going with a pinch
Pitching for
hitter,
Seattle,
Mitch
number
Garver,
18,
looking for a
Mitch
2-out spark with the
Garver.
bases empty. Late with the swing there.
0-1's the count.
Two outs. Pitch
Ball
misses
1.
there, and now it's even 1-1. Just
That's it.
off the
Ball 2.
inside edge.
Aye.
Cut on and missed, and it's a strikeout, and that is the inning. Offense held in check there, midway in inning number 7, and it's time to stretch. And we still have no score.
Now pitching for
We're back in a new pitcher here to start the bottom of the 7th. Taylor Saucedo.
Taylor Saucedo.
So coming into the game now on defense, Blake Hunt. He takes
Now
over
pitching.
behind the plate.
Number 12.
Also entering the game, Tyler Locklear. He takes over as the new first baseman.
Now at first base, number 27.
So digging in
Tyler
now for San Diego,
Locklear.
Luis Campusano. And that one is in the dirt. And that is
1-0.
ball 1. There's the strike. That
2-2
one not
the count.
close. 2-2. And that's
Count
outside.
full.
Foul ball, and it remains a full count. Keeps the at-bat going with a foul ball. That one is hammered right field. That's back. Pulls it in on the warning track.
Now batting, the second baseman, Jake
Cronenworth, the next up for the Padres. Pitch misses,
Ball 1.
and that's ball 1.
Ball 1, no strikes.
Hit hard, should be extra bases. Makes the turn and heads for second. Not stopping, he's going for 3. And he's got himself a triple.
Couldn't have timed it up any better than that. Just a cookie down the middle. I mean, those are the ones you dream about. Ones in the cage, you're just hoping you get in the ball game. Right down the middle, not a whole lot of velocity, right on top of it. Now a good opportunity to potentially jump ahead in this game here in the later innings.
Next for the Padres, Jason Hayward. Outside with a
1-0.
breaking ball.
Definitely a strikeout situation right here. Lots of ways for that go-ahead run to score if the ball's put in play.
And another
Inside
ball.
In the infield at the corners, don't be surprised to see them come home first and prevent that run from scoring.
What a stop. The throw on the money. Nice play.
Well, there's a lot riding on that at bat right there. Nice job of the pitcher to
first
bear
baseman,
down,
number
make the pitch,
4,
get the
Luis.
ground ball. Excellent piece of work.
Arraez.
So the go-ahead run in scoring position. And now the first baseman, Luis Arraez. Right through there for a strike. That's a little bit low. 2 down, go ahead run in scoring position. That's
Ball
inside. That
That's
one
ball 3.
misses, and that's ball 3.
I almost feel like he's frustrated a little bit. He wants to be challenged.
Xander Bogaerts in the on-deck circle, hoping to get a chance to make a big impact here. That one the other way. Crawford. That's the inning. No runs, one hit, no errors, and a man left. We look ahead to inning number 8. No score. Welcome back, and a new arm on the mound to start the 8th. Jason Adam. He has a great slider with tons of movement.
Number 40, Jason Adam.
So now a pinch hitter, Miles Mastrobuoni.
Well, they're going with the lefty bat here, Boog, trying to improve that matchup for a very important at bat in this game.
Swing and a foul out of play. And that is downstairs. And the count is 1-1. Activity in the bullpen for San Diego. Jeremiah Estrada getting ready to go.
Looked pretty good as far as being in the strike zone, but I'm sure as a hitter, not too good with where it was located. Very top of the strike zone, middle away.
On the inside corner for called strike 3.
Well, just a beautiful fastball on the inside corner for that backwards K right there. I think the hitter saw it all the way coming from that opposite arm angle. So I got to think he was looking away and just got locked up by the hard stuff boring in on his hands.
And now it's Rowdy Tellez. He is singled and he is flied to left. And that one fouled off. Next pitch is outside. All tied up, and we're in the top of the 8th. Tried to check his swing. Appeal to third. No swing. Just held it back there. One down, base is empty.
3-2.
That's a really good take right there. Slider down and in. Very difficult to get on the same plane and do anything with.
Swing and a miss. And he's down on strikes. Coming out of the bullpen and throwing BBs.
Chance to strike out the side now. You talk about the benefits, the advantages of relievers who can come in and get the swing and miss, whether it's inherited runners or maybe a little jam that they get into themselves. Knowing that they can miss the bat, tell you what, that's huge and can change the ball game.
Randy Arozarena up next for the Mariners. Ball one there. Adam, 33 years old, and he was a 5th round pick back in 2010. Fouled off left side. Off the plate, 2-1. And that one is inside. Ben Williamson in the on deck circle, hoping to get a chance to make a big impact here. And that's ball 4.
That's up.
His ability to draw walks has been something that's been part of his career since day one.
Williams.
Go ahead, run on base. Digging in, Ben Williamson.
If you're a base runner, you got to stay dialed in here. Look for anything in the dirt. Try your best to get into scoring position.
Fastball in for a strike, 0-1.
There it was, a high velocity fastball in the zone. I think a little frustration from walking the previous hitter. He's got good stuff. Pitch inside the zone and trust it.
Hammered on the line, base hit. And they have their first hit since the second inning. And that moves the go-ahead run to scoring
Up next
position
for
with
Seattle,
2 gone.
the right
Oh,
fielder,
just a nice
Dylan
job coming through in a
Moore.
pretty high leverage spot right there. That's about as textbook as it gets. Got his stride and load out of the way early. He stayed inside that ball and squared it up out front. Man, that was like he was in the cage hitting off a
Pitching
tee.
for the
A
Mariners.
lot riding on this next
Number
at bat
8,
now as they
Dominic
look to take the lead at a critical
Canzone.
point in this one.
Hit hard but foul off to the left. Two outs, couple of base runners at first and second.
Ball 1.
In the dirt, nothing happening as the count evens at 1. Swing and a miss. And it's 1-2.
1 ball, 2 strikes.
Some heat there at 98 miles an hour.
Well, this guy competes hard. We see the emotion there. I love it. Great job of getting out of the jam.
Now pitching for
Back
the Mariners,
now, new pitcher on the mound as we roll
Number
into the bottom of the
52.
8th, Colin Snyder.
Colin Snyder. This
Leody
pitch for the
Taveras
Mariners.
into the game as a defensive
playing
sub
center
now,
field.
and he'll take over in center.
Number 4.
Now a pinch hitter coming
Pinch
on
hitting
for the
for the
Padres,
Padres. Number
Jose
20,
Iglesias.
Looking for a spark to
Iglesias.
untie this game.
The sweeper catches the outside part of the zone. And now the 0-1. Swing and a high fly ball, well struck. That's going back. Back some more. That one is gone. That should get the dugout going. And now they're out front. It's 1-0. The brighter the lights, the more he shines.
Yeah, this guy lives for big moments, and right there made a statement big time. Man, he just barely got that one out of here, and you've got to love the effort and left to try and bring it back. He had a good shot at it, just couldn't quite pull it off. It would have been a stunner if he did.
Looks like it'll be a pinch hitter, Elias Diaz.
And he's a right-handed bat, but he handles same-side matchups pretty well, so should give him a good at-bat right here.
That pitch in for a strike. It's 0-1.
Part of the order coming through now, and with 1 home run already in this inning, they're definitely looking to do some more damage.
Next offering upstairs. And that's
Ball, that's
outside. Nobody on, nobody out with a run in here, the bottom half of the 8th inning. Ripped on a line. Tracks it down for the out. And there's one away.
That was just a
Third
great
baseman,
jump and
number
route to the
13,
ball. Well, it had to be. If he was going to cover all that ground and
Pinch hitting
bring
for the
in that
Padres.
sinking liner,
Number
that's the
14,
way it had to be done. Nice job.
Way.
Out towards right center field. And that'll fall for a base hit.
Now batting, the center fielder, Jackson.
Now a pinch hitter coming on for the Padres. Number 55. Runner on first with one down for him.
Duncan. This change for the Mariners. Now playing center field. Number 55.
And a good fastball to start him off. That's strike one.
0-1.
Wade leads off first with one away. Check on the runner. Wade back in on a dive. Next
One
offering
ball,
way off the
two strikes.
plate.
Ball 2.
In the dirt, blocked. Swing and a miss. Struck him out. And now two gone. So they're making a move for a bat off the bench. Tirso Ornelas. The runner on first with two gone for him. Rips one to right. And that is that. One scores in the inning coming on this solo home run. Last chance coming up for the Mariners.
Now pitching for
We're
the
back,
Padres.
and on the mound is the closer,
Number
Jeremiah
56.
Estrada.
Well, the best relievers love the opportunity to come in and protect a tight lead late in the ball game. Some of them are just wired different, so we'll see what he's got here.
This change
Now into the
defensively
game,
for the
Mason
Padres.
McCoy. He takes over in
Now
right.
playing right field. Number
Now a move being made for a pinch hitter, Rylan Thomas.
Well, last chance for him here, hoping he can be a catalyst for some type of ninth inning comeback.
Out to short. Lays out, but he can't squeeze it. No throw, and they can't get the out.
One of the hardest things to do in the game, to stay mentally and physically ready for the big opportunity, and he came through for his club right there.
No outs, runner at first. Here's Donovan Solano. Down and away for ball one. Swings through the fastball up in the zone.
I got 1 ball, 1 strike.
On the ground, 2 ball. Over to second for 1.
That's an out.
On to first, double play.
Well, that's a huge ball in play to get the double play defensively. Just one more guy to get this save for the closer.
So last chance for the Mariners. So now it's the Mariner cleanup hitter, Blake Hunt, taking his first at bat of the game after entering on defense. Splits the plate, and it's 0-1. One-run game here in the top of the 9th. Swings and misses. 0-2
1
now.
ball, 2 strikes.
One strike away. That
One
missed by a
ball,
lot.
2
And the
strikes.
count is 1-2.
Well, he missed badly with that 0-2 fastball. Hitter has to understand, probably wants to try to put him away with that pitch, so got to stay ready for it.
Looking to get the tying run on base. And that one inside, and it hit him. He had him 1-2, and he ends up hitting him with a pitch. Tyler Locklear up next for the Mariners. Came into the game on defense, so his first trip to the plate here. Rolled softly, but that goes foul.
Typically, the outfield defense will play a little bit deeper. The ball in front, make sure that runner on first all the way around to score and tie this ball game up.
2 outs. Checks, he went too far, and it's a strike.
No balls, 2 strikes.
Hit to right, and that ought to do it. He's got it. Ball game. Hold on to win a tight one as this one ends a 1-run ball game.
Outstanding job of the pitchers, really attacking hitters, trusting what they're putting down, and trusting them behind them to plays defensively. Sometimes you want to see a high-scoring game, but sometimes you can appreciate the artisticity of what these pitchers did on the mound today.
So 0-1 to start the preseason, the spring training. For the boys from Seattle, Colin Snyder with a 1-inning pitch, 2 hits, 1 earned, 1 strikeout gets the loss. Jason Adam gets the win with 1-inning pitch. 0 for 1, 1 for 1 for Ryland, 0 for 2 for Randy, 0 for 3 for JP. Bad stats. Come on, boys. Come on. Come on. Our next spring training is going to be Brian Wu against the Angels. Dylan Moore, JP, Jorge, Cal, Luke, Julio, Rowdy, Randy, and somebody else gets a start.
And welcome in, everybody. Glad you're with us. Spring training baseball coming your way. It's the Seattle Mariners.
We're almost done a shelf, so I might be back in a little bit, guys. We'll see.
All right, we'll be back to get this one started after this.
Well, on to game 2 of spring training. Let's go! Smoke up. It's the weekend for everybody who has the weekends that are on Fridays, Saturdays, and Sundays.
Ready to go. Getting the nod in
For
this
me,
one,
it's the week.
Jose Soriano.
He has a great ability to command a game, Boog, but in order for that to happen today, he's got to limit damage, make smart pitches, and avoid big innings. If he were a golfer, we'd say he needs to avoid any double bogeys out there, and if he does, his scorecard is going to look
Leading
pretty
off the
good at the end of the
afternoon for
day.
Seattle,
All right,
the
ready
right
to get
fielder,
underway.
Dylan
Now it's going to be
Moore.
Dylan Moore. Swing and a high fly ball down the right field line. 1 away.
Batting second.
And now we check out the Mariners lineup. They're dealing with a sinker specialist on the mound, which can be a big-time challenge when he's right and working mostly from the knees down.
Well, I think the approach you take is really try to lay off of those pitches down in the zone until he gets some called strikes and then forces you to go after that pitch. Until then, make him elevated, because guys that throw those sinkers, those two-seamers, really hard for them to be effective up in the zone. Those are pitches you can hammer, and when you get a cookie, you don't want to miss it. Waste no time there. Once you get the ball by the pitcher, there's a lot of base hits up the middle, even on ground balls. So a nice job to use that big hole and get himself a hit.
And here is Jorge Polanco. And a first pitch fastball is in for a strike. And there's a ball.
Well, he's really working him away this at bat. Sometimes take a little bit off velocity. Try to get a rollover, something on the ground. Stay away from that big hole on the right side of the infield.
And that's in there at the knees.
See if you can go upstairs a little bit. Make sure you miss up and out of the zone since you're heading the count 1-2. Don't miss in the zone, because that's where you can get hurt.
Foul ball, still a 1-2 count. Look out! And it hit him. He had 2 strikes on him, and he hit him. First and second, 1 out. Cal Raleigh up next for the Mariners.
Ball.
This one in the dirt. Nice job behind the plate there.
Go relax. Go relax, Sonny.
Well, the best way to shake off yesterday's struggles is to get on the board early. They've got a guy in.
Got Raleigh up the
position.
dish.
They've gotta
2
find a
on,
way
no
to
outs.
get him in.
Ooh, it's a strike.
And the count 1-1.
Strike.
Got the bat going too soon. It's strike 2.
1 ball.
Sometimes
2
being
strikes.
lucky is a swing and miss. If he makes contact with that pitch, probably hits into a double play.
checks his swing. Now would appeal to third. Yes, he did. Down he goes on strikes. And stepping in for the Mariners, Luke Raley. And immediately pumps in a strike to the left-handed hitter. Strike two.
Good late sink on that fastball. Out of the hand, looks so good. And then by the time it gets in the hitting zone, hard to get the barrel to it.
That one back up the middle, and it gets through. Coming home. He'll score easily, and it's an RBI single, and it's 1-0.
Mission accomplished there as he picks up the RBI to give him the lead. He got that front foot down, and pitch recognition was on point. Pretty impressive for an 0-2 count.
First and second, 2 outs. Julio Rodriguez up next for the Mariners. And a foul ball.
Ball one.
Liner, and this could be trouble. Polanco coming around third. 1 run across. Now he launches a throw over his head.
Man, he just absolutely turned on that one. Ripped it down the line. Nice job of staying in his mechanics.
Tellez.
So, runner at second, 2 down. Here's Rowdy Tellez. Just missed.
Yo, remote.
That misses, and it's 2-0.
Well, no need to go right at this guy. First base is open. He can hurt you, so make him expand his zone. If he doesn't, give him a walk.
Fuck with me, I fuck with you. Huh? Ooh. Fuck with me.
Tries to check his swing. Now a look to third. And yes, he offered at it. Runner at second, 2 down.
Oh, you should.
Breaking ball misses down and away.
3 balls, 1 strike.
And ball 4, 2 aboard.
Maybe a little loss of focus on the mound right there. Pretty much gifted him first base with a quick free pass.
Arozarena.
So first and second with 2 outs. Now the left fielder, Randy Arozarena. Oh, he gloves it. And that's a nice play to end the inning.
Excellent stop right there. He wants to take it himself, waves the pitcher off, and continues to run into the dugout.
Back here with my pal Singy. On the hill for the Mariners, Ryan Wu.
Well, he comes at hitters with a 5-pitch mix, so for him, it's always interesting to see how he utilizes those weapons. He may lean on 1 or 2 pitches depending on how things are going and how things are working. But if he can control 4 or even 5 of those offerings, look out, hitters. It's going to be a tough day. He's really going to be able to keep those guys off balance.
Luis Rengifo, the leadoff batter, as he looks at ball 1.
Well, after scoring runs, this is where you're looking for that shutdown inning. Get that hot team back in there to swing the bats.
Foul ball.
Yes, I will. Take this. Oh, Danya. I could have cleaned it up. You should have told me.
There's a strike. close, but call the ball. 2 balls, 2 strikes. Fouls that off to the left, and we'll do it again.
That wasn't an easy pitch to hit. It's much easier to do damage against mistakes, but that's not what that pitch was.
The other way, and foul ball.
So they DFA'd him last week. He elected free agency. They re-signed
That's
him.
off the mark, and that's
They brought
ball
him back
3.
up to the majors. That's Seattle for you, man. I'm like,
Battling here as he
dude.
fouls it away.
Like, you had a good outing against the White Sox. You only gave up the 1 run, and the
Right-hander
motherfucker
kick steals.
at bat couldn't fucking bat for you. Couldn't get you
Gets a piece there.
5
We'll do it
runs
again.
in the wind. Like, that is so fucking baseball, you know? Get fucked by your team. You pitch good, and then you get fucked. That's why I'm doing a Seattle Mariners
Stays
thing.
alive.
Yes, man. Are we doing this now?
Fouled off again, and it remains 3-2.
Also really good at bat. What I like about this guy, his bat stays in the zone for a long time. Gives him the ability to foul off tough pitches.
On the ground, right side, and it goes just foul. Foul. We'll see another payoff pitch. And it's fouled off. They'll do it again.
7 fouls in a row. Such an impressive at bat we're seeing right here, regardless of how it ends up.
Swings through that, and it's a strikeout. He battled for a long time, but it finishes with a strikeout. You can't be mad at yourself after an at-bat like that one.
Well, getting a good look at the pitcher here in the first inning isn't a bad thing. I know he struck out, but you can live with that as long as the other hitters in this lineup can learn something from it.
Now the number 2 hitter, Nolan Shotwell. Delivers a pitch in for a strike at 95.
0-1's the count.
One out, base is empty. And that one fouled off.
Well, he got challenged with a good fastball right there. Just couldn't catch up.
Swing and a pop-up. Foul territory for the catcher. Raleigh makes the catch, and there are 2 outs.
Batting third.
All right, let's take a look at the Angels lineup. They're dealing with a top-level arm on the mound, so
Our
this figures
Angels
to be
are
a tough
building.
matchup for them. What's the key to the offense today, Singy?
Oh, Boog, I think when you got a guy
Really
who's this talented
his
on the
lovely
mound, you gotta
projections
find ways to
on the
disrupt
bench
his rhythm, make him uncomfortable
and
a little
everything
bit.
else
The guys
in
that can
between.
handle
Mike
the bat,
Trout.
perhaps, bunt for a base hit.
220,
Get him moving
10
off the mound.
home runs
If you're
last
in
year.
the box and he seems to be
Cut
just
short due
in a
to
flow,
injury.
Step out, mess up his
Well,
timing,
he is
somehow
back.
try to get in his head a little bit, and then when he does come in the zone, you may only get 1 pitch. You better not miss it.
And first offering is fouled off.
Brian Russo.
And Singy, as a team, you need to make the most
Owning
of the
him.
very few opportunities
Spring
he's going to
training
give
game.
you, right?
Absolutely. And you know, if you don't get to guys like this a lot of times early, once they really settle in, it's going to be the later innings that they hand that ball over to a reliever if they do at all.
This with a changeup, and it's 1-2.
Ooh, strike 3. Mike Trout is out. Ryan Wu. Scoreless through 1 for them on the Angels side, but it's 3-0. Good guys in the Mariners. I'll be right back with more. Broadcast would enjoy the game
Inning set to go. Here's the
right
third
here, right
baseman,
now
Ben
on
Williamson.
Williamson measures 6 feet.
JR
even,
Sports
hitting
Network.
9th in today's lineup, and he was a 2nd-round pick in 2023, and he lays down a bunt. And that's a bunt single that was placed perfectly.
Now batting, right fielder Dylan.
He was racing
Moore.
down the line and probably didn't assume he was going to be safe until his foot hit the bag and looked up for the umpire. Nice bunt and great hustle to get himself a knock.
Back to the top of the lineup. Here's Dylan Moore. Flied to right his first time. Just missed.
Ball one.
Runner takes off out in front and foul to the left side. That one
Oh, that's out.
outside, and it's 2-1. There's a strike. Just off the inside edge.
Close pitch there, and he's kind of wondering where it missed. You know, getting a feel for each umpire's strike zone is something that pitchers and hitters really have to think about and work on from game to game and sometimes from at bat to at bat.
Runner at first with no outs here. On the outside corner, got him looking. Now, J.P. Crawford, 1 for 1 with a single and a run scored so far.
Crawford.
Swing and a miss as he was out front.
0-1.
Williamson, the base runner at first with 1 out. Foul ball, still 0-2. Fouled off, and they'll do it again. Foul ball, it stays 0-2. Ground ball right side, could be 2. There's 1.
Out.
On to first, double play, and that's the inning. No runs, 1 hit, no errors, and no one left. We go to the bottom of inning number 2. It's the Mariners 3 and the Angels 0. Bottom half of inning
And leading
number
up for
2
the
at the
Angels,
plate.
the catcher,
Logan O'Hoppe.
Logan O'Hoppe.
There is a reason, and then if I retreat, then I'm worth pulling the treason. Man, I wanna be blameless, strange and unashamed, about as tame as a flame is, timid as a lion, quiet.
Wu back to work. And a foul ball. Here's the 0-1. And misses
Inside, ball one.
inside. Dave Lawrence behind the plate today. Consistent and pretty accurate with the balls and strikes.
Yeah, he's one of those guys, Spook, that just keeps the game moving. Nothing overly unique about the strike zone that he calls, and as a result, he's appreciated by both sides.
Check
Ball,
swing,
that's
no
down.
appeal. Next
Ball,
pitch is
that's outside.
outside. Nice grab. Throw to first. It's there,
He's
and that's a
out.
great play.
Batting fifth, the shortstop, Zach Neto.
Now here is Zach Neto.
This kid is so special.
He's a shortstop by trade and big time power. And that's too high.
Seems like from day one,
1-0.
his strike zone and plate discipline looked like he'd been in the league for 6 years already.
There's a swing and a drive. That one carrying. Forget it. That one felt good. It's 3-1. He absolutely crushed that one.
No doubt about that one, Boog. We knew it wasn't coming back. That's as big as it gets right there. You take advantage of a mistake. That is an ultimate. Here it is. Watch it. I'm going to jog around the bases.
Here is Yoan Moncada. They say he went.
0-1's the count.
This one popped up. Raley makes the grab, and there's 2 gone.
Batting 7th, the designated hitter, Jorge.
2 outs, bases empty.
Soler.
Jorge Soler up at the plate. Check swing called strike. That's strike 1.
0-1.
Swing and a miss. Got him to go up the ladder for the K. But the Angels do get one back via the solo homer. It's now a 3-1 ball game. And we're back.
Leading off
Top
for
half of the
Seattle,
3rd
the
inning.
second
And
baseman,
now for
Jorge
Seattle, Jorge Polanco. Ball
Nope,
1, no
that's inside.
strikes.
Boog, he never moved because he never had time to. With that kind of velocity, you'd prefer that pitcher work away.
Clips the corner, and the count 1-1.
Backdoored him with a breaking ball, just got the corner. There's nothing you can really do with that.
So a foul ball makes it 1-2. Hacks and misses. It's a strikeout.
Now batting, the catcher,
Cal Raleigh
Cal
up next for the Mariners.
Raleigh.
He's not going to get cheated up there.
No, he's not. He's looking to do damage with every swing he takes.
Off the mark there. 1-0. This to third,
No,
and that's
foul ball.
just foul. One down, base is empty. Not even
balls,
close
1
there.
strike.
And that's ball 2.
Ball, that's out.
And that clips the inside corner.
Full count.
And that's ruled a swing. It's a strikeout.
Oh, big power guy right there and generating so much bat speed.
Up
It's
next,
hard
for the
to bring that to a
Volunteers,
halt
the first
once you've
baseman,
committed.
Luke
They tried to check the swing,
Raley.
just couldn't do it.
Raley, the
Ball.
next to hit,
Bam.
takes ball 1. Next offering is in for a strike. Misses
Nope.
just off the outside edge. I think that was a strike.
3-1 in the third here. Bottom of the third.
Fouls
Top of the
one
third,
off.
actually. Top of the
2-2.
third. Jose Soriano and Luke Rally up to bat.
2 down, nobody on. That one
3-2
ran
is the
inside,
count.
almost got him.
2-2. 3-2. 2 outs. Top of 3. I might be back later. Enjoy the game. Luke Rally with a hit. Oh no, it's a pop out.
Adele makes the catch, inning over.
It's a pop out to center.
There. We move
And
on
that's
to
the end of the third.
Inning number 3.
Into
It's
the third.
Mariners 3
Bottom of the
and
third,
the
I mean.
Angels 1.
See you later.
Ready to go for
And
the last
leading
half of
off
the
for
inning.
the
So in
Angels,
now for the
the left
Angels,
fielder,
Taylor Ward.
Taylor Ward.
Now one missed.
That's inside.
There's a strike.
I mean, that's perfect location right on the black. I mean, over and over again, this guy demonstrates the ability to hit those spots. They're so tough to do anything with as a hitter.
2-1.
In the dirt, 2-1. Popped in the air, left field. A Rosarena after it. No trouble here, puts it away for the out. And there's one away.
Batting ninth,
Just
the
pulled
center
off of it a
fielder,
little bit right
Joe
there. That front shoulder coming
Adele.
open instead of staying closed. If he does that, he's going to be able to go up the middle the other way with some authority instead of a fly out to left.
Adele
Ball
forced
one,
to
no
get out
strike.
of the way of the first pitch.
Aye.
So a foul ball makes it 1-2. Gets a piece and stays alive. Swing and a miss. Struck him out. Make it 4 strikeouts for him on the bump today.
He had him out in front, which isn't easy to
The
do
batter,
against a
number
hitter
2,
like this, known for
second
using the
baseman,
entire
Luis
field. Just couldn't sit back long enough on that one.
Back to the top of the Angels lineup. Luis Rengifo will hit next. He was a strikeout victim his first time. Just missed. 2 outs, base is empty. Next offering in there for a strike. And that is strike 1.
Ball. That's inside.
And there's a foul ball. 2-2. This to third. Throw sails over his head at first. No advance though. Ball didn't get too far away.
Now batting,
That's
the
a
first
dangerous
baseman,
throw for the first
Nolan.
baseman to try to handle right there. Exposed him to a potential collision, and we've all seen some of the ugly ones over the years on plays similar to that one. So it's great nothing came out of that other than the throwing error.
So digging in, Nolan Shanuel. 0 for 1, popped out foul to the catcher his first time up. And that's in there for strike 1. Left field, Arozarena. And the inning is over. Angels leave one. Score holds. It's 3-1.
Now pitching for
Welcome
the
back,
Angels.
and now on the mound to start the fourth,
Number 31.
Tyler Anderson.
Pretty
Tyler
tight game, so they're looking for quality
Anderson.
pitches out of him right here. Got to do his best to keep the score right where it is.
Here's the center fielder, Julio Rodriguez. Doubled his first time. We talk about guys with good speed, and definitely he has it. But pushing the offense aside for just a second, Chris, it's the defensive side that I think the speed factors in the most. Next offering is in for a strike.
Well, he gets to balls that get by most people at that position. Just really impressive because there's certain times the ball comes off the bat, automatically that team that hit it thinks that they've got a base hit, or they may have extra bases, and he just takes it away.
Outside. Next pitch is downstairs. And they'll do it again. That one misses, so a leadoff walk.
Now batting, designated
So
hitter,
a man
Rowdy
aboard. Next is the
Tellez.
designated hitter, Rowdy Tellez. Walked his first time. And that
Nope, that's ball.
misses. And that's ball one. Anderson,
Counts 1-0.
multi-time All-Star. He features a four-seam fastball, a changeup, a cutter, a sinker,
ball two.
and he works in a slider.
Two
Chris,
balls,
with that
no
distraction and a speedy guy at first, he's in a favorable hitter's count.
Well, if nothing else, I mean, this is a great spot for a hitter to be in.
Rodriguez gets his lead at first, nobody out. Step off, throw to first.
He's safe.
Rodriguez dives back in safely. And that's through there for a strike. Swings through it, and that's a strikeout.
now batting.
Randy
Left field,
Arozarena
Randy
up next for the Mariners.
Arozarena.
0 for 1. He grounded out to first his last time. And a swing and a miss there.
Filthy changeup right there. Just pulled the string.
Popped up, foul territory behind the plate. Hauls it in, and there's 2 away.
That was a good pitch to hit right down the
Now
heart of the
batting,
plate.
the third
Had pretty
baseman,
good timing on
Ben
it. Just got underneath it a little bit and
Williamson.
popped it up.
And the batter now, Ben Williamson. On its way to the corner. Nobody can get there, and it's a foul ball.
Well, if he's going to steal second, you want him to go early in the count. That way he's not a distraction to the hitter at the plate. Go ahead and get it out of the way so the hitter can focus on the pitch.
3-1, top of 4.
To third.
2-1,
Okada.
1 on, and 2 outs, and that's
Sends it
a
across
third
the
out.
first,
Now it's going to be the
and
bottom
that'll
of
do
the
it.
4th.
Mariners lead one as
Bottom
the
of the
remains
4th.
3-1.
What's going on, guys?
Now pitching for the
Welcome
Mariners.
back, and they turn to a new arm as
Number
we kick off
36.
the bottom of the 4th. Logan Gilbert.
Logan.
Still a lot of game
Gilbert.
left, and this game could go either way. So this is a big opportunity for him to get some important outs and try to help carry this lead into the later innings.
And
3,
leading up
4,
for the
5 due up
Angels,
for the home
the right
team.
fielder,
Here's Mike
Mike
Trout. Struck out swinging
Trout.
his first time.
Everybody favors we but you gotta live it up. Yes, my red tie with your red.
Clips the outside corner. 0-1.
Man,
0-1.
I mean, nice job just presenting it to be better than it actually was.
Just
ball.
missed. Foul ball there. Rip towards third. The throw to first. One out in the bottom of the fourth.
The catcher, number 14, Logan O'Hoppe.
So now the Angel cleanup hitter, Logan O'Hoppe, grounded out his first time up.
Pulling the trees and man, I wanna be blameless. Strange and unashamed about his team.
Pitch
Ball
misses
in.
inside. Ball one. Just
Inside,
off the
ball two.
inside edge. Swing and a high fly ball out towards right field. 2 down.
The batter, number 9,
Now a
shortstop,
chance for Zach Neto.
Neto.
He's already homered here in this one. There's a strike. Hard ground ball, base knock. And that keeps the inning alive.
Just so sound in his mechanics. Hits against a firm front side, and the hands just continue to carry through the middle of the field.
Yohan Moncada with a chance to hit. He popped out his first time. Over to first, and he saved.
I think you want to get a one-way lead, be very aggressive in the secondary. This hitter not a power guy, so you want to make sure that you can get some length on the secondary lead and perhaps score on a ball in the gap.
That one finds the corner. Strike one. There's a swing and a miss.
He has a tendency
No
to
ball,
chase
two
out of the
strike.
zone, and that slider that's down, that's one of his money pitches to get that swing and miss.
1 ball.
Well, with the
2 strike.
amount of pitches that can end up in the dirt, a good secondary lead doesn't have to get away from the catcher, but if you're anticipating based off the trajectory, get yourself into scoring position.
Finds its way through, base hit. So that's 2 straight 2-out hits.
A couple of singles
Now
back to
back,
back.
the
Really nice
designated
job
hitter,
staying up the
Warman.
middle with his approach. He didn't try to do too
No
much with the
man.
pitch, just shot it through the infield.
First and second, 2 outs. And next for the Angels, Jorge Soler.
Struck out on just 3 pitches last time.
And the first
1-0.
offering is not close. Two on, 2 outs.
Aye. 1-1.
And now
Yep,
2 balls
that
and a
ball went
strike.
Tough spot right here. A couple runners on. 2-ball count. You can't nibble, but you have to execute and finish your pitch. If you leave something out over the plate, it's going to bring in some runs.
2 outs. Here's a rocket out to left. And that will end the inning. Angels strand a couple, and they still trail it here 3-1. We're back, And there's a new arm on the mound to start the fifth. Jack Kachanowicz.
Just trying to keep this one close here. And this is where a bullpen can give their players a chance to fight back into the game.
Back to the top of the order now. Now it's the right fielder, Dylan Moore. 0 for 2 in this one. Pitch in the
Ball
dirt,
one, no strike.
and that is ball one. Action in the pen down there. Samuel Aldegari getting loose out there. Medeiros getting cranked up as well. Next offering is fouled back. Here's a 1-1. And a breaking ball misses outside.
Three balls, one strike.
Check swing, called strike.
3-2.
That's a good at bat right there. He was down early in that plate appearance. Works the walk.
The batter, number 3.
Man at first. And up next for Seattle, J.P. Crawford. Singled and scored back in the first. He's 1 for 2. That one at the knees for a strike. Kochanowicz, a 6'7" righty. He features a sinker, a curve, a four-seamer, and he works in a changeup. Next offering in there for a strike. And it's 0-2.
Quickly down 0-2 in the count. I think you got to choke up a little bit, spread out the feet. You don't know what the velocity or the location of this next pitch is going to be.
Drilled in the air, high and deep right field. That's back. And that one is gone. He circles the bases. It's 5-1. That was blasted.
Absolutely, no doubt off the bat. No matter how this outing ends, that pitch is going to haunt him for a while. An 0-2 mistake. That's supposed to be a pitch out of the zone. He left it in the spot that the hitter could do some damage with, and that's exactly what he did.
And stepping in for the Mariners, Jorge Polanco. That
Off the
misses,
plate, ball one.
and that's ball one.
Can be tough to bounce back after a big home run, but nobody on, nobody out. You just have to treat it as a fresh inning.
Nobody out with a pair of runs across in the frame, and we're at the top of the fifth. And that's fouled off. Swing and a high fly ball left field. Ward puts it away for the out. One down.
It's a good recovery, though, after giving up the home run.
next,
Not
for the
allowing
Longhorns,
it to stay
the
in the
catcher,
head, but
Cal
going to work at the next hitter, and a
Raleigh.
tough one at that.
Here's the power hitting catcher, Cal Raleigh. First
That's
offering, and
outside.
it just misses. Still only one out here in the inning. The 1-1 is fouled off. Swing and a miss. That one in the dirt. Catcher has it, fires to first. Out on the drop, third strike,
Now
two
batting,
gone.
the first
Third time he
baseman,
struck
Luke
out in this one, and definitely
Ringley.
an individual performance you want to flush. He just hasn't looked very comfortable up there. Just one of those days. But when you're still winning the ball game, at least you can focus on doing your part to maintain that lead and getting that W.
So up next, Luke Raley. Not
Counts
close
1-0.
with that one. Ball one. Two down, nobody on. And he takes a strike. And there's a curve through for a strike. That one not close. And the count's even at 2. Spoils the 2-strike pitch, and he'll see another. Swings and misses. It's a strikeout. Went back to the curve, and it was a smart choice. But 2 come across to score in the inning, courtesy of this 2-run homer. It's now a 5-1 ball game. Back now to start the bottom of the 5th, and taking over on the mound, Jonathan Diaz.
Well, I got to think he probably has a little extra in the tank facing his former team, and there's not a player in the league that doesn't get a little extra motivation when he plays against his old squad.
Ward stands in now and watches strike 1. Action in the bullpen for Seattle. Number 73 preparing to come on if needed. Bizzardo also throwing. They've got a potent lineup, and when you think about teams capable of rallying from this kind of deficit, they're right at the top of the list. And downstairs. That one sizzling on its way through to the outfield. Man aboard on the leadoff single.
Everything came together perfectly for him right there. Everyone's trying to elevate the ball in today's game, but if you can hit a ball that hard on the ground, it's going to find some holes.
Man at first, nobody out. Here's Joe Adell. 0 for 1. He struck out swinging last time. First pitch misses. Ward gets his lead at first with nobody out. Check swing, called strike. He swings and fouls one off. And a swing and a miss. Beat him with a fastball.
The batter, number 2.
Now it's the Angels leadoff man, Luis Rengifo.
Rengifo.
That's a strike. It's 0-1.
0-1's the
Man
count.
at first, one away. Next pitch is outside. Liner caught it second.
That at bat is a positive sign, even though it probably doesn't feel like
Now
it.
batting,
He hit the
the
ball
first
hard,
baseman,
but it doesn't always work out in your favor. Sometimes a defender is there to make a play.
So 2 down now, and here is Nolan Schanuel. First pitch
Inside,
doesn't
ball 1.
find the zone. Swing and a pop-up. Foul territory for the catcher. Raleigh pulls it down, and that is that. Angels strand 1. They're down here 5-1. We're back, and they make a change to start the sixth. The new pitcher,
Now
Jake
pitching
Eder.
for the Angels, number 39, Jake Eder.
And now for Seattle, Julio Rodriguez.
Julio.
I think when you contemplate him as a player, the first thing you think about is defense, and you think about that great arm.
I also think about the speed. If he can get on, that's going to give one more thing for that pitcher to think about.
Swing and a foul back, and that's out of play. The Mariners knew what they had. Signed him in July of 2017 for a little under $2 million when Rodriguez was just 16 years old out of the Dominican Republic. The 1-1 is fouled off. That pitch just misses the inside corner. It's 2-2. On the ground, right side to first.
Got him.
Now one gone in the top of the sixth.
Now batting, designated hitter, Rowdy Tellez.
In now is the Mariners DH, Rowdy Tellez. A strikeout and a walk. That's in there, and that's strike one.
0-1.
And that's
Ball,
outside.
That's just out.
Base is empty, one away, and we're in the top half of the sixth. That misses the zone. 2-1. And that's strike two.
2-2. Now.
And it remains 2-2.
Flew open a little bit with that front shoulder, but was able to slow his bat down just enough to make contact with that pitch. Keep the at-bat alive.
That misses, and now it's 3-2. Knocks that one away, and we'll do it again. Foul ball, and it remains a full count. That's towards center. Adele makes the catch, and there's two away.
Up next for the Titans, the left fielder, Randy Arozarena.
Two down, base is empty. Here's the left fielder, Randy Arozarena. First pitch, not close. And there's the strike.
I got 1 ball, 1 strike.
Next offering is fouled back. That's down
That's
and
ball
in.
2 balls, 2 strikes.
And a foul ball, he stays alive. And now the count is full. And another power hitter lurking in the on-deck circle. And he walked him.
Ball 4. Take your bait.
One of the things about that 2-out walk, the base runner over at first base is going to have a very
Now
aggressive
batting,
secondary
third
lead. So a ball
baseman,
down the line or into the
Williamson.
gap will produce a 2-out RBI, and those are the best. That is, if you are the offensive side of it.
Drilled out towards left center field. That's well struck. And this one looks like trouble. Coming home. He will score.
Well, no waiting around right there. He was ready to swing it on the first pitch. That's a good sound coming off the bat, man. And as he connected out front and ripped it into the outfield, that's one of those swings where you just don't even feel the ball hit the barrel. That's a pure stroke.
So the batting order turns over. Dylan Moore up next for the Mariners. Strike one.
All one's the count.
Two outs and one in scoring position. Squirts away a little bit.
6-1. 6-1, guys. Wow.
Man at second. That's to third, and that one handled. That ends the inning, and they limit the damage. RBI double for the M's. And this is now a 6-1 ball game.
Boom.
Let them know that you the baddest. Let them know that you the baddest. I ain't never seen the baddest. Let them know that you the baddest. Let them know that you the baddest.
Now pitching for
Back down for the
Emerson
bottom of the
Hancock
sixth,
in
and
for
there's
the
no pitcher on the
game.
mound. Emerson Hancock.
Emerson.
And he's got a nice lead to work with, so he should come in throwing strikes,
Some
attacking these hitters.
apples, cinnamon.
3,
Nice.
4,
And
5
leading
due
off
up for the
for
home
the
team.
the
Mike
right fielder.
Trout getting
Mark.
ready to hit.
Wow.
Slider
Outside,
misses
that's a ball.
outside.
That's a ball.
He hasn't wanted to challenge him. Both of those pitches off the plate away. Don't expect anything down the heart of the plate. You may just have to be patient and take your walk here.
And a breaking ball drops in for a strike.
In today's game, not that many fastball counts, but hitters still in the back of their minds, they're looking for one. 2-0 changeup call right there. Excellent pitch selection to go with.
That one hammered center field. Rodriguez drop step going back. And gone out to the deepest part of the field. A soaring shot to center. And they cut into the deficit. It's 6-2.
Things might get pretty interesting if they keep connected on pitches like that. Took on the big part of the yard for that home run and just barely got it over the wall. I thought for a second he brought it back out there too. Gave it a great effort, but you know those plays are so tough to pull off, and I'm sure he'd love to have another shot at it.
Logan O'Hoppe, the next to hit for the Angels. First
Ball, that's off
pitch
the
just misses.
Always exciting to see a leadoff home run in an inning. Kind of gets the offense fired up, and you start to expect a big inning.
And that one hammered. And that's a foul ball. Nobody on, nobody out with a run in here in the bottom of the sixth. And 1-2.
They just threw that fastball by him,
ball,
elevated,
two
and
strikes.
if you're not looking up in that location, very difficult to catch up to, especially with that velocity.
6-2, guys.
Keeps the at-bat
6-2.
Going with a foul ball. Swings and misses. And that's the first out. Nice recovery after giving up the homer.
The batter number 9.
And next for LA,
Shortstop.
Zach Neto. He's already homered in this game. Check swing. Did he go? Yes, he did.
0-1.
Check swing. He went too far, and it's a strike.
0-2 is the count. That's
Just
a ball.
misses. Now 1-2.
And
One
that's
ball, two
awfully
strikes,
close. I don't know how you take that. He's seeing the ball out of the pitcher's hand really well right now.
Strike 3, and that's 2 in a row.
Well, that's always the key to effective pitching is getting ahead in the
third baseman,
count.
number
And as a
5,
pitcher, it really allows you
Yellow.
to start expanding the zone.
Moncada.
Hitters become defensive, and all of a sudden that plate starts to get really wide. And what happens is because of the pressure, you end up committing to a pitch as a batter before you recognize what it is, and that's what leads to the strikeout.
Edge of the zone for a strike. 0-2.
No balls, 2 strikes.
Fights it off. He'll see another.
He's mixing his pitches really well late on that fastball after seeing the changeup. See if he can elevate one. I think if he does, he'll get the swing and miss.
And that's off the inside edge. And the count 1-2. On the ground, right side. He takes it himself to the bag, and that'll do it. But not before they answer back with a solo home run. It's now 6-2.
In the background is a blind spot. Rolling dice and rock your cards out.
Welcome back. We're in the 7th. We have a new pitcher on the mound. Samuel
Now
Aldegary.
pitching for the Angels. Number 66. Samuel Aldegary.
The Mariners going with a pinch hitter,
Number 39,
Donovan Solano.
Donovan Solano.
First pitch, and he just misses.
Ball 1, no strikes.
Swing and a foul out of play. Line drive, makes the catch for the out.
That swing right there tells me he's seeing the ball pretty well. I know it didn't produce a hit, but he made solid contact, and that's all you're looking to do anytime you're at the plate.
Number
Pinch hitter
76,
coming on,
Leo
Rivas. Looking to start something with one gone. Shortened the bunt and missed it, and it's 0-1.
0-1's the count.
Just missed.
1-1.
And that's a little bit high. Ball 2. Swing and a ball lined out towards center. Adele hauls it in, 2 away.
Now batting, catcher Cal.
So now a pinch hitter,
Pinch hitting for
Mitch
Seattle.
Garver,
Number
looking for a
18,
2-out spark
Mitch
with the bases empty.
Garver.
And first offering is fouled off. That one missing inside. 2 down, nobody on. Here in the top half of inning number 7. That clips the zone, and that's strike 2.
Wow, just a beautiful backdoor slider right there. If you've got any chance of hitting that pitch, you have to wait until the absolutely last millisecond. Just a tough pitch to hit, and not an easy one to throw either.
Struck him out looking. Mariners go down quietly there. They lead it 6-2.
Now pitching for
Edward
Seattle.
Bizzardo gets the ball
Number
now.
83.
And we all know about his slider.
Edward
It's just filthy, man. And
Bizzardo.
one of the better ones in the game, I'd say. Spin rate's very high, and it just breaks a ton.
Samad
change for
Taylor.
the Mariners.
He's the new shortstop as he comes
Now
in as a
playing
defensive
shortstop.
replacement here.
Number 0,
And now the DH,
Samad
Jorge Soler.
Taylor.
The Angels in striking distance, but have some work to do.
Boog, it starts with the leadoff man. Need a good at-bat out of him right here.
Inside,
1-0.
and it's 1-0. Swings here and blasts one left field. That's back. And it's gone. And they're chipping away. It's 6-3.
That home run narrows the gap between these two. This one isn't over yet.
I'm just sitting here, babe. I'm not playing.
Oh, that one got in the jet stream on a line drive.
Sitting here
Saw
eating the
numbers
thing.
on the backs of the jerseys of the
And that was
outfielders,
good.
Which is usually bad news, and all of a sudden they're back in this ball.
That was a delicious little meal.
Now in the box, comes up empty with a swing there. And takes low for ball one. Some activity in the Mariners bullpen. Gabe Spire, the left-hander, up and throwing. Brash, a hard-throwing right-hander, up as well. One run across in the frame so far. Here at the bottom of the seventh. Outside low, 2-2. Swings through that one. It's a strikeout.
Wow, just great bite to that slider. Broke hard out of the zone, and he just couldn't hold up the swing. You know, as a hitter, that pitch is really hard to take, and there's just not much you can do with it. You know that, but you don't want to get rung up by the umpire.
Joe Adell now at the plate. Who's 0 for 2 with a pair of strikeouts. This one in the air. Raley gets under it. 2 away.
Oh, that's a frustrating end to the at-bat for the hitter right there. I mean, that pitch was right down the middle. I think he got a little too excited, came out of his mechanics. Instead of driving that ball somewhere, he popped it up. Unfortunate for him.
Lugo.
They tried to get him to chase on a slider down and away. On the ground, right side. Tosses to first, and that is the inning. But the Angels draw a bit closer thanks to this solo homer. And they've doubled up now. It's 6-3.
Now pitching.
Welcome back, and a new arm on the mound to start the eighth. Hunter Strickland.
Hunter.
Looks like it'll be a pinch hitter, Tyler
Number
Locklear.
27, Tyler Locklear.
And a base hit up the middle. And the leadoff man aboard.
The center fielder, number 44.
The Mariners going with a pinch
hitting for the
hitter,
Mariners,
Miles
number
Mastrobuoni.
21,
A runner at
Miles
first for him, nobody out.
Mastrobuoni.
At 96, that pitch is in for a strike. Strickland goes 6 feet 3 inches, 225 pounds. He joined the team as a free agent.
Ball one.
Activity in the bullpen for the
1-1.
Angels. Sam Bachman, the young right-hander, up and throwing. Medeiros also getting ready. Fastball for a strike.
So far, all we've seen in this at-bat are fastballs. Look for him to slow it down right here ahead in the count.
Locklear on at first, nobody out. Swing and a miss, struck him out. 1 out.
Now batting.
Rowdy
Designated
Tellez
hitter,
up
Rowdy
next for the Mariners.
Tellez.
And first offering is fouled off. And the pitch is outside, ball 1. So a foul ball makes it 1-2. Slice the other way. That's a base hit. Lead runner holds at second base. First and second with one down. 2 on, 1 out. Randy Arozarena digs in now. Breaking ball
Ball one, no strike.
inside. Ball 1.
Could use a ground ball here. Something in the infield. Runner at first base. Get 2. Get out of this.
The 1-0. And
Ball
another
inside.
ball. Two on, 1 out. Check swing, and he went. And it's 2-1.
1 strike.
I wouldn't throw him another breaking ball. Try to go again with the fastball, slightly elevated. He just is having a hard time catching up.
2-2 now. Good job to fight that one off. Got him swinging. Ben Williams
The bat,
up next
the
for the
third
Mariners.
baseman,
RBI knock
Williams.
for him last time. Now a chance to drive in another run.
That one finds the corner. 0-1. Swing and a ball drilled in the air towards right center field. Trout settles under it and makes the catch. And that's the 3rd out. Mariners leave a couple as they're unable to add to their 6-3 lead. Back now, new pitcher on the mound as we roll into the bottom of the 8th. Matt
Now
Brash.
pitching for the Mariners. Number 47, Matt Brash.
Now into the ball game on defense, Leody Taveras. He'll be patrolling center field.
Number 4,
So they're making a move for a bat off the bench.
number
Kevin
10,
Newman.
They're running out of time in this game. Trying to get something started here.
Swing and a miss. Strike 1.
0-1's the count.
Swing and a ground ball. And foul ball. Stays alive. To the right side, Locklear steps on first for the out.
If you want to be a great defense, you have to deliver consistently. It doesn't matter how many highlight reel plays you make if you can't execute the small stuff, just like we saw.
Angels making a move for a pinch hitter. Number 51. 1 out, and the base is empty for him.
Got to keep things
Counts
airtight
1-0.
defensively right here. On your toes, ready to make a play. If you can get this to the 9th with a 3-run lead, it should be a W.
The Halos trailing by 3 near the bottom half of the 8th inning. That's in for a strike.
Really good cutter that he's able to front door and back door. That pitch is devastating.
Pop foul out of play off to the right. And that's down and away.
Tried to backdoor him with that slider right there, but just missed off the plate. Good pitch, though.
Spoils that one, and it remains 2-2. One down, base is empty. Checks his swing. Appeal down to third. Nope, he held back. 8th pitch of the at-bat coming up. Draws the walk there. It wasn't easy, but he earned that walk after a long at-bat.
A great back and forth in that at-bat. He had to lay off some really close pitches, and somehow, Boog, he found a way to keep the bat on his shoulder right there. I'll tell you right now, I couldn't have done it.
And the first pitch misses for ball 1. On the ground left side, 6, 4, 3, but he beats it. Good hustle, and the inning continues.
Now batting.
Well, an aggressive slide at second base, but it was legal. I like it because you're trying to break up the double play, and it looked like the slide impacted the throw a little bit. Nice job by the base runner.
Angels making a move for a pinch hitter. Travis d'Arnaud, the runner on first with 2 gone for him. And that's through there for a strike. It's 0-1.
0-1.
Anderson leads off first with 2 down to the inning. Next offering is fouled back. Swings and misses, struck him out. Angels lead 1 and can't cut into that 6-3 deficit.
Now pitching.
We're back. It's the top of the 9th, and there's a new pitcher on the mound, Sam Bachman.
Man.
So coming into the game now on defense, Chucky Robinson. He takes over behind the plate. Also into the ball game, Nico Cavadas. He takes over as the new first baseman.
Now at first.
Also entering the game, Kyren Paris. He's in at shortstop.
Now at shortstop.
Pinch hitter coming on, Dominic Canzone.
Number 8.
Looking for a little insurance here to start the 9th, Boog.
And that's it for a strike. 0-1.
0-1's the count. One ball, 1 strike.
And that's in the dirt.
What?
Missed.
Just doesn't seem to want to throw him a fastball.
What is missing where?
And that is out of play. Two on the way. Swing and a line drive. That's a base hit into center field. So a runner aboard to start the inning.
Showed a lot of fight with 2 strikes in that AB. I could watch base hits like that one all day long, and so could every hitting coach in the league. Just a nice line drive into center field.
Samad Taylor up next for the Mariners. Fastball for a strike, and it's 0-1. The shortstop takes the ball. Meanwhile, activity in the bullpen. Caden Dana up and throwing. That's outside. Now 2 balls and a strike.
Pretty easy to give up on that pitch right there. Started on the edge of the plate with the spin. You know it's going to finish well off the plate.
Swing and a miss.
Just a really nice slider down and in there. He wants to get the hitter thinking fastball, speed him up, and just subtract some velocity and add a little movement.
Next offering misses down and away. Grounded to third, could be 2. Now a jump throw. Got him. Nice play.
The batter, the second baseman, Leo Rivas.
Leo Rivas will hit next. He's 0 for 1. And that's in there at the knees for a strike.
Probably the best one we have seen. Throwing it where he wanted to, have a nice tight spin to it, and a teaser just off the edge of the plate.
Fought off foul. 1 out and a runner at second here at the top of the 9th. That missed by a lot. Gonna count 1 and 2. Gets a piece there. We'll do it again. Man at second. Swing and a ball hit out towards left center field. Nice grab on the run. And there are 2 down.
That's just a really nice catch on the run right there. He saved extra bases for sure. If the pitcher's his friend, he'll give him a second to catch his breath before he's ready to deal the next pitch.
The Mariners going with a pinch hitter, Rylan Thomas, looking for a 2-out hit with a runner in scoring position. And a slider misses down and away. Swings and misses. And the count even 1-1.
I think he was sitting off speed there.
In the air, left side. Ward snags it, and that is that. So no runs here on a base hit, no errors, and 1 left. 6, 7, 8 scheduled to start the bottom of the 9th. It's the Mariners 6 and the Angels 3.
Now,
Welcome back, and here comes the closer, Andres Munoz.
Save opportunity for him right here, and he's their guy. Time to lock this one down and get out of here with the W.
Now into the game, Blake Hunt. He takes over behind the
now
plate.
catching. Number 12.
Here is Moncada, 1 for 3. First offering misses badly for ball 1.
That was absolute gas. Triple digits on the gun. It's just a different experience as a hitter watching that go by.
That one pushed to the left and foul. And it is 2-1. That one at triple digits. Hammered, base hit. Man aboard on the leadoff single.
Now batting, the designated hitter, Jorge.
Now it's the DH for the Angels, Jorge Soler. And that
Inside, ball
misses. And that is ball one. Moncada gets his lead at first. Nobody out. That one's in there. Strike one.
Well, it looks like he's wanting to work the upper part of the strike zone. What does that mean? Top hand better be working for the hitters. Adjust that side a little bit. Give yourself a chance to hit.
Swings and misses at the pitch off the plate.
Clearly he was sitting on a fastball right there and just ended up out in front of the slider. Hey, you can't fault him for his commitment. Now he's just going to have to battle with 2 strikes.
Next offering is down low.
Well, the leadoff man gets on. You want to minimize the threat by playing sound defense. Hopefully the pitcher can get a ball on the ground and they can roll him up for 2.
And that gets down into the gap. Moncada around third. Relay throw home. He'll score. And it's 6-4.
Comes through with the
Holy
overlap.
hell.
You connect and it jumps off your bat like that.
Drag it
You think
in.
it double at the very least. What a great swing on it, and man, he wasn't fooled at all. Now
Well, raking it interesting.
coming up.
Taylor Ward, the next to hit for the Angels. Outfield deep.
Go out.
here,
2 on
trying to
Andre
keep anything
Bustos.
over their
Munoz. Come on.
head. There's the
Big
strike.
one.
With the tying run at the plate, and the home team trying to pull it out.
I'm coming.
And a big swing and a miss.
2 really good back-to-back sliders. Now in an 0-2 count. He's feeling real confident about finishing this hitter off. He can go anywhere he wants.
That one 95 to finish him off.
Now batting, center
Joe
fielder,
Adell, the next to hit for the Angels. 0 for 3 in this one. And there's a strike.
I'd say that stayed in the tunnel for a long time. No chance of even fouling it off.
And ball one. So runner in scoring position, and now the tying run comes to the plate. We're in the last half of the 9th inning. And that drops in for a strike.
All sliders so far in this at bat to get ahead in the count, and clearly shows there was a game plan in mind.
Swung on, belted. A Rosarena on his horse. High bounce takes it over the fence for an automatic double. A run comes into the play.
He puts a great swing on that pitch and drives home the run, and that was always going to be a double, but the bounce over the wall just took the guesswork out of it right away. It was a nice swing.
now 54,
So out of the bullpen for the Mariners, Gabe
number
Spire.
55.
Pretty big spot he's coming into, trying to strand that runner at second base, so he's going to need to make some quality pitches. He does have first open if he needs to use it.
Matthew Lugo, the next to hit. First pitch misses. So the tying run at second. Swing and a miss.
Well, if he's going to do something special right here, it's going to have to happen with 2 strikes.
Missed with a changeup. 2 balls, 2 strikes. And there's a ball. Nico Cavadas in the on-deck circle, hoping to get a chance to make a big impact here. Fouled off again, and it remains 3-2. Bottom of the 9th, down a run and tying run on second base. Throw comes in quickly, and the tying run forced to hold on at third with 1 away.
Well, that's a good hold by the third base coach. You don't want to run yourself out of the ball game. less than 2 outs, you still got another couple of opportunities to get that tying run in.
Here in the bottom of the 9th, 1 out. And here's the first baseman, Nico Cavadas. Now a pop-up on the infield. Taylor squeezes it, and there's 2 down.
Now batting, right fielder, Gustavo Camero.
So it's their last chance in this one. So in now for the Angels, number 51. Trying to deliver as the hero. That one finds the zone. That's strike 1.
And I know you want to be patient as a hitter, but you got to be ready to jump on the first thing straight. And he got one right there, but left the bat on his shoulder.
6-5. Oh. Oh, shit. Our bullpen's.
Just 1 strike.
Yeah, we win.
Swing.
Walk in as we win. Let's go.
The tying and go-ahead runs are left aboard as this one is over.
Well, it's a tough loss with the tying run at third, trying to get it in. Could have perhaps tied up this ballgame. It would have been pretty difficult to get that run all the way around from first base. But this comes down to being able to put the ball in play, hitting in situations. They just weren't able to do it in this one.
Yes, done it. The thing I got today in the middle. Lorenzo Thomas. Look that way. I think someone hit that. There you go, YouTube and Twitch. Our first 2 games of the new Seattle Mariners dynasty in our spring training games. We're 1-1 so far. Without further ado, since we're done making our shelf, I will be coming back right now live on screen. Hello. Oh, no. Wrong. What shit out to the garbage? Oh my god, you want me to do that too? Now, okay. I'll be back, guys. Oh no. Fucking dang. Alright. What I'll do is I'm going to end stream and I'll be back. Thank you guys for tuning in. Bye.